Hey guys, how's it going? Alright, we're going to do a fun little card. And let's see here. We're going to use these Delusions spray inks. And this is in the color Bubblegum Pink. And then we're going to use some Pure Sunshine. I want it to cover as much, as possible as far as like, I don't want any big, like white splotches, really. I like purple. Purple's my favorite color, so. We're going to use this one, London Blue. Can y'all see that? Okay. It's quite pretty. Okay, so now we need some green. I don't know if I want this one. Well, it's called Cut Grass. Can't remember what I used last time. I was been playing around with these, but, ooh, that's going to be Muddy Brown. Uh-oh. Well, can't have it all. Okay, so I'm just going to spray a little more pink in there. So, okay. So now we're just going to flip it over, and I'm just using this box that my Simon Says stamp card came in, or card kit came in. Okay, so not too bad. And I'll just put some paper in there, and then all you gotta do is like, well, okay, so it went through a few layers, but if you want to put cardstock in there, you can actually reuse it. But I just put like copy paper in there, and then it's, okay to spray again or whatever. So, okay. So this is what we're going to go with. I'll put that. Woo, hopefully that'll stay out of the way for right now. Everything's a mess. All right. Okay. So, well, I'm just going to put this out of the way to let it dry for a few minutes. And then we're going to do our stamping. And honestly, let me show you what I used. I didn't have any sentiment strips large enough for what I wanted to do. So I had this die that was like a, it's from Altenew. It's like, keeps going down. What do you call it? I can't think of the word. But anyway, so I just popped those out, and I use these large ones up here. And so you can also, use your dies in different ways, and then you can still take the big one out and use it, kind of like it's supposed to be. And it'll turn into like this. So, not that that matters. We're not using it today, so whatever. But, just, let you know you can make use of just random things. Because I was just, like, puzzled that I didn't have one of those, and, I wanted one. So sometimes you can kind of make what you have work without having to order something new. Not that I'm like the queen of saying don't order stuff, because, I like to shop, but anyway. So, ooh, it's a little juicy. This is a pigment ink, and so I already did one of these ahead, so hopefully it'll be dyed, and it says a crazy little thing called love. And we're going to use the love somewhere else. Y'all know I can't resist a good song thing, right? So this is the Simon Says stamp kit called Ornate Love, and then there are the dies, and so crazy little thing called love. Oh, gotta be cool, relax. Anyway, so, alright, so I embossed this black cardstock with these pretty little hearts, and so I'm going to put this there. Alright, so here's our dry one. Actually, you know what? This might be too wet. I don't know. This is the one I did already. I just trimmed it down a little bit. So, look, I tell you what. I mean, honestly, I think this one's prettier that we just did, but that one's dry. So we're going to use the dry one. Should have got out the heat gun, but yeah. Okay, so what inspired this card was I wanted to come up with something really unique and cool to go with this ribbon. Like, I love tie-dye. Let me find the good scissors here. There we go. I'll just trim that just a little larger than what we need. And this is from Hobby Lobby, or no, Michael's Recollections. And okay, so gotta find the right size tape. And I just kind of want to make it kind of groovy, you know, like, let's get something groovy going on. And I want it to be, oh, come on, please don't, I hate when I don't cut it long enough. But I don't really measure stuff, as you guys know very well, so that's what it usually turns out as. But that's okay. We can just stick it on. It'll be fine. And I'll just bend that extra part. Excuse my horrible fingernails and all that. I've been crafting for a couple days. Yay! When is the last time I could say that? Love it. Alright, so we're just going to trim a little bit more right there. And right there. Get that out of our way. Okay, so which one is dry here? Okay, so I've struggled and struggled where in the world to put this, or how to put that, and I'm still not totally sure. So I cut the design out in black. It looks really good in white too. Let me show you a white one. Well, I don't know where I put it, but I do have a white one. But I just like it in black. I think it just, I don't know, gives it some little juju, something going on. So I'll just use this glue. All we're going to do is glue it on. I just trimmed, it was just a little bit larger, so I just trimmed that down. And, you know what? Let's do, since this is kind of warped, we're going to go ahead and do our puffy tape on here first. And hopefully this will help it kind of stay down, and you can do a lot with puffy tape. Puffy tape rules the world. You can kind of make it stay down a little bit more. Again, can't measure, but that's okay. I've got a new roll of puffy tape. I feel like I could rule the world now. I love breaking in a fresh roll of foam tape. It thrills me. But anyway, so yeah, I'm looking for like a groovy kind of card, and as many little groovy things as I can add there. I have some other dies that were, well, it actually says groovy actually, but I don't want it that groovy, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know, probably not. But yeah, this card is, I thought that the steampunk card might possibly be for my fiance, but I think instead it's going to be this one. And I was going to just make him two and slip one in his box or beside his bed, or I don't know, something. But I'm behind, of course, and it's only 1 week, well, less than a week until Valentine's Day. So I can't really do all that. Because I don't have enough for everybody else either. Alright. Where's my good glue? I just bought new glue. Ah, well, it's okay. This will still work. Didn't I just tell y'all in that last video I had new glue. I was excited about that. Because this one, sometimes it'll spit and sputter and go on. Just put him out. Anyway, so the gifts I got him from Amazon came in. So I guess that's good, even though I'm not 100% thrilled with them. I kind of thought about getting him, I don't want to get that on the front of there. Thought about getting him a, oh my gosh, I cannot do this fast enough. Maybe if I just stop talking and focus, maybe I can do this a little bit faster. I wanted to get him a Sweet Frog gift card because he's never been to Sweet Frog for some odd reason. And we keep talking about going, but I've been a few times, but he hasn't been yet. And Sweet Frog is just like a frozen yogurt place that has like a little buffet kind of little bar thing that you can put whatever kind of toppings you want. And so I think he would like it. But I didn't get that. Just saying I should have. I just saying I didn't. What are you guys getting your fellas? If you have a fella. If you don't, that's okay. Celebrate yourself. Take yourself out. Give yourself some love. I'm a firm believer in you definitely do not have to have a relationship kind of thing to celebrate Valentine's Day. You can go out with your best gal pal and celebrate Galentine's Day. I have a stamp that says that somewhere. Or what can we call it for the bros? For the dudes. Dude Day, I don't know. Okay. So let's try to focus a little bit. Put this right on there. I think that'll be pretty. Wipe off that glue just a little bit. Okay, so there's that. And then we're going to do probably up here or maybe right in the middle. I'm not sure. Maybe we could line it up with the ribbon. I don't know. I guess we'll puffy tape that up actually. But what I really need to be worried about are these. So L-O-V-E, and it's super detailed. I don't know if you can tell, but these things are really detailed. So these are the colors I'm using, and that was just kind of colors that I picked up from this. So that's where that came from. So I've kind of used these two colors. So I'm going to focus on, I really like that green. He's a green guy, so I'm going to do a good bit of green here. I don't know where all exactly I'm going to do it. There's no rhyme or reason. It's just way too detailed to have too much rhyme and reason, unless you just want to spend your whole life coloring, which I don't. So just gonna do that. But I do want to do something really sweet for him. Oh, that's cute. I like that with the blue. You guys like that with the blue? I like that little combo there. Because sometimes that blue I thought was going to be too dark to like cover up part of it. But maybe not. We'll just spread a little bit of green here and there. I don't know. Then we'll go to some of the other colors. But anyway, I want to do something really sweet because he was really sweet at the winter solstice or Christmas or whatever you call it. So, okay, enough of the green. We're going to celebrate with his mom on like Christmas Day and open packages and things. Ooh, that is not a pretty. Try this one instead. These oranges are not really showing up all that well. Ugh, I went out of the lines. Ugh. Oh well. But anyway, so the 90-year-olds can pretty much only handle like one thing per day. So since we went out to eat on the actual day of, I guess it was Christmas Day, yeah, that's the day. Then we're gonna do like opening gifts and things the next day, so that A, they have something looking forward to, and B, they have some energy to do it. So okay, I'm just gonna swoosh down here. I don't know, this yellow and the orange are not my favorite. Not my favorite at all. I didn't like that. But there's really nothing I can do about it. It's kind of too late now. Okay, so anyway, so when we got back that night, he said, well, let's go out by the fire for just a second, you know, and I was like, look, it's cold, I do not want to go have a fire. And then luckily, he did talk me into that, because he already had it like set up from when we left, and he had this sweet little sign colored, had XOXO and I love you, Merry Christmas or something, and it's sad, I can't remember what it said, but it was very meaningful. I do have a picture. But anyway, so then he said we'll do one present now and then the rest tomorrow. And then I was bummed because like I didn't bring one for him that night, and because we weren't going to do it, and blah blah blah. But do I have all the colors? Yeah, I'm just missing orange here. So this whole section's just going to have to be orange, orange, orange. And so they were little owl. My gift that night was a little pair of owl earrings, like I think they were green jade maybe, or I can't remember, some sort of green stone. Okay, so that looks pretty good. So, but I feel like I need to color them in. What color is like the most prevalent here? Because some of them I went on, like, you know, I went a little outside of the lines. So let's see what color we could. Crazy little thing called love. Alright, I sing to myself all the time when I don't have the camera on. Badly, but yet I still sing. So let's go around it just in that, maybe, you know what? I messed up on one when I was doing a little pre-coloring. I can't find it now. I was going to practice on it, but I guess we'll just go around it with this. Oh, I hate to mess them up. What if I don't like it? Ugh, and I don't like it, poop. Well, what do you do now? Oh well, you still do it, because you've already messed it up. But anyway, so I meant to show you guys a haul, actually, of what he did get me the next day, but I didn't get time to do that. He got me a really, okay, it works. It's pink, it's Valentine's, it'll work. So, anyway, what was I saying? I never tell one story, like, the whole thing straight, do I? Like, interrupt and go off in 15 different places. I apologize. Oh, what he got? Okay, so, well, my favorite thing, anyway, I believe, was this really gorgeous owl shawl thing. It was kind of like a, almost, I want to say like yin-yang style. Like, it was like the dark and the light, like one whole, it was like split up, kind of like triangle was. And so there's like a dark owl and a light owl, and I love that. And so that was pretty cool. And I have to show you guys when I wear that sometime. And then he got me some jewelry, and he did a little stocking and all that cute stuff. So But he's very thoughtful on every little thing. Did you see that? You see that right there? That's what messed me up on the very first letter. It's like so juicy that it just... I mean, I'm glad it's juicy, you know, because you don't want your Copics to run out. You pay dearly for them, so... stop. Anyway, I see one little tiny speck of white right there. It's gonna drive me bonkers. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the pink now that I did it. It's not like super messed up, I don't feel like. Excuse me. I don't know what I was saying again. Anyway, let's just focus on the card. So I think he'll like this. He loves music stuff in general, so I always try to do something music related or whatever when I surprise him with little things. And I should probably send him one of those little just a swinging cards, because he would know that song, I think, from back in the day. How many of you guys know that song? If you don't, you should totally YouTube it and look it up. Like I said, the guy's name was John Anderson, and I think you would get a kick out of it. It's just one of those songs it's hard not to, like, dance to or something, or just swing. Just move around, you know. So let's see if this is... That is just barely big enough. Okay, I'm going to have to bring it over here. Very, very carefully. Okay, good deal. I feel like I'm doing surgery or something. Should have centered that ribbon a little bit more, and that would have been the thing to do. But I'm gonna leave it there for now. All right, so should I puffy these? I have to puffy them up because I'll just do. All right, I'm sorry. I apologize. This is going to take a little bit of time, but maybe not too long. I'll try to go fast. I'm not good at going fast, but I will try. I don't know if we'll have school Monday or not. To be honest, you know me, I'm hoping not. But we're under like a partial state of emergency, which I've never heard of, to be honest. That makes, I mean, I guess it makes sense. But, uh-oh, that's going to show. Cannot let that show. Work too hard to let it show. Okay, I think space-wise, it'll be all right. Okay, so anyway, we'll just do a little, that straight part, can y'all see? It's not like it's rocket science or something, it's just tape and stuff. Anyway, so I don't know if we are going to school because we're under a partial state of emergency, and like I said, I don't exactly know, like, do you go under state of emergency or not? Does it mean automatically, you know, because that was Thursday and Friday, so I don't know. Said I would like to think yes, but we'll see how it goes. Only 8 or 10 counties in the state had, you know, damaging flood stuff going on. So I guess that's why the partial whatever's here. But saw the National Guard rolling through earlier today doing some stuff. And so that's good because, you know, which you know it's bad if you see those guys coming in, but thank goodness that they are there because they are truly needed. Okay. So let me know if you guys know, do you go, if your particular area is still under state of emergency or whatever. I'm assuming, I would just think not, but I feel like it might be lifted because they do have the roadways clear, I think. I mean, air roadways at least up this way, as of today. So, and it hasn't rained anymore today. It was actually supposed to snow a little bit more tonight, and I don't think it rained yesterday. I think it was just primarily snow. So, I think they're probably good to go with school. I don't know. Because I'd like just one more little day to craft and give everybody time to clean up and do all they have to do. Because it is truly horrific when you have, you know, if you're personally going through that. I mean, it's no laughing matter. And of course, I want the day off school, but that's because I'm sitting here with, you know, no major catastrophe going on. When my apartment was floating, it was a whole different story. And you're upset and you don't know what to do and what you're going to do, and your stuff's everywhere and it's all messed up and it's rough. So, all right. So, all right. I believe I can fly. I believe we're ready to let the card fly and press it down. Okay, so anyway, if y'all know that song, sing with me. I think it turned out pretty cute. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the inside. I see another little white speck right there. Do white specks drive y'all crazy when you color? How do you miss that? Alright, do I see any more? Could just go back over it just a hint to fill everything fully in so there's no tiny little specks. Because I'm telling you, he will eagle eye this thing and he will see that. He has got the eagle eye going on. Okay, so for my Pookie, here's a card. And alright guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for another one very, very soon. Love you guys. Bye.